video games. What are they exactly? They are entertaining, fun, challenging, relaxing, and rageful. But one of the things that was never said was art. Sure, games need concept art from artists to give the developers an idea of what kind of world they are making, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the beauty of what the developers make and put their whole lives into their game, and for it to be considered as art. That is what we're going to focus on today. For the past couple of years, video games have been only used as a format of entertainment, but a lot of people back then never considered that video games for more than what it could be. Of course, you could play with your friends such as Super Smash Bros., Wii Sports, or even the brand new Call of Duty, just to name a few. But some studios wanted to make their games into blockbuster movies. Take games like Metal Gear Solid, or The Last of Us, BioShock Infinite, or even God of War 2018. And you would notice how cinematic each of those games are with their gameplay, because of the developers wanting to bring a cinematic approach to it. Video gaming experience, either from a developer standpoint or as a gamer, is a part of video games being art.
I just like games where I'm able to have fun. I don't want to feel pressured to complete everything in the game or do all of these missions. I just like to be able to play things my own way on my own schedule.
You need a game that has a really good story to it, whether it comes from an RPG or sci-fi. The gameplay can be really good, but if the story isn't as good, then I'm not really interested. And the first game that comes to mind that has a really compelling story is Persona 3.
When people play single-player games, that's when they only think of it as just art. But some people think when it comes to video games being art, also think that it could be games such as Mario Kart can even be considered as a form of art by making and also challenging friends.
When I was a kid, I played Mario Kart Wii a lot with my family. And now that I'm older, I'm able to be better at Mario Kart. And I have Mario Kart on my Switch, so I can practice all the time and beat my family now.
I honestly do think video game is art. Having a good story makes the game really good, but also if you really think about the time and effort they go on from the concept art to the coding to the characters, think about how much time and effort these developers put into making these games. Especially when games that have a really compelling story that rivals some movies and shows that people really enjoy.
I think that it's just as much of an art as any other form of human expression. Not only is there the visuals, which requires visual art experience, but also the storytelling and all of that sort of thing. You need art to make video games, so video game must be art.